Hey everyone, Kimberly Guilfoyle here, and welcome to Rumble, where facts come first and where free speech is forever, where news is unspun and where talk is uncensored. And we begin today in Washington, where Joe Biden is doubling down on delusion and doubling down on an agenda that's leaving too many Americans behind. Because last night, in his rambling and reckless remarks, the president continued to deflect blame from his worsening self-inflicted disasters, all while spewing one lie after another. For example, Biden bizarrely claimed he stood up to China, even after he let a spy balloon waltz across the country for days, and after he continued to show weakness in the face of Beijing's growing aggression. Here's Biden last night. Take a look.
Before I came to office, the story was about how the People's Republic of China was increasing its power and America was failing in the world. Not anymore.
Remember, it was Joe Biden who revoked Trump-era restrictions on the Chinese spying app TikTok. It was Joe Biden who ended Donald Trump's program to combat Chinese espionage. And it's Joe Biden whose son inked billion-dollar deals in China while Daddy was vice president. How can Joe Biden be serious about his stance on China? But it's not just China. Last night, Biden barely mentioned the worsening conditions on the southern border and said nothing about how communities across the country are suffering under his open borders policies. For example, Biden failed to mention that since he took office, 5.8 million illegal immigrants have crossed the border, and 1.2 million escaped authorities and are nowhere to be found. He failed to mention that he got rid of Donald Trump's successful Remain in Mexico policy, and that he brought back catch and release, and that it's ushered in chaos like we have never seen. But sadly, it's not just China or just the border. Because while Biden continues to rewrite history, the president last night parroted one lie after another to try and cover up his drastic economic failures by falsely accusing Republicans of wanting to cut Social Security and Medicare, prompting a chorus of boos from the crowd. So ask yourself, why it is that the same Joe Biden, who constantly claims to be all about unity, does nothing but spew endless division. Because last night, Biden said it's time to, quote, finish the job. What job, Joe? We know it's not the job of border security. Biden basically ignored it. We know it's not the job of confronting foreign adversaries. Beijing Biden doesn't even think it's an issue. And we know it's not the job of middle-class prosperity, as a record number of Americans say they are financially worse off under Biden. So for a moment, just take a step back and seriously ask, what is this really all about? What is Joe Biden really trying to accomplish? Doubling down on failed far-left lunacy? Undermining American sovereignty? Spending more of your hard-earned tax dollars on one pet project after another? Along with a whole host of other efforts to trample on the values that made this nation great, like free speech, border security, free markets, and law and order. Under Biden, cost of living is up, crime is up, economic anxiety is up, while quality of life goes down. This is an agenda centered around not just big government control, but micromanaging every aspect of your life, all in an effort to make you as dependent as possible on Democrats. As Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said in her response last night, quote, "The choice is between normal or crazy." And the choice is clear. Strong borders, strong families, and a strong economy will always deliver more prosperity than putting Democrats in charge of how you live your life. And it's why I'm here on Rumble to bring you all the latest news, to make sure we all have a voice and to hold those in power accountable. So for the latest and for future streams, go to @KimberlyGuilfoyle, where you'll get news done right. Please download the Rumble app, subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and turn on notifications. And I want to hear from you. So please comment below, tell me what you think. Talk to you again soon.